What's up, guys? Just wanted to do a review on my main carry gun. I've had a permit for probably about 8 years, 8.5 years. I've been carrying every day for the past 5 to 5.5 years. And, the more you carry, you carry every day, you start to appreciate smaller guns. I carried a Glock 23 in the waistband for 3.5 years. Not a problem. I'm not against it. I actually would like to get my hands on another Glock 19 actually, but another compact Glock. I still carry, I got my Glock 26 here. I still carry this all the time too, but this is my main carry gun, the 642 Smith & Wesson airweight. It's a alloy frame, aluminum alloy frame, stainless cylinder, stainless crane, stainless barrel. This actually had a brushed or bead blasted finish on it when I got it, but I polished the barrel, cylinder, and crane, and polished the trigger just to make it look a little classier. I don't know, looks a little nicer. Put this Jim Badger rosewood boot grip on it too, which kind of dresses it up. And I prefer wood grip for carry because of the fact that it doesn't grab on clothing. But gun only weighs about 15 ounces unloaded. And to put that into perspective, a Ruger LCP, which I know a lot of people who carry those, my own mother actually even carries one, those are about like 9.5 ounces unloaded, maybe 10 ounces unloaded. But, you're getting a 6+1 and an auto loader, which, magazines can make all kinds of problems for you and whatnot, especially when it's not a gun that's reliable like a Glock. But, you get 5 rounds of 38 plus P, but, these are just target rounds actually. But if you use a good quality hollow point like these Remington Ultimate Defense, it's basically just a golden saber with a different package. But 38 plus P 125 grain, that's some knockdown power. You don't get as many rounds, but one of these, or some these Winchester White Box 125 grain SJHPs, other than my buddy here, let's see, he gave me the speed loader here. Made me this little rig to carry a speed loader. I think, what do I got in here? It's like some, get that out of there. I'm doing this one-handed because I'm filming with my phone, obviously, but it's a 130 grain Winchester PDX-1 Defender. But yeah, 5 rounds only, but you got knockdown power, so that goes a long way. What else do I want to say? Well, I got different grips here too. Accessories, man, I tell you, you can spend a lot of money on accessories if everything. There's companies that make millions of dollars off shit like that. And I admit, about 3 years ago, what was that? 3 years ago, the zombie apocalypse deal. Yeah, I bought this as a novelty when I bought the gun. That's kind of why I've kept it in the box and stuff. It's just kind of a collectible to me. Once in a while, I'll carry with it, maybe around Halloween and stuff. But it's not a fun grip to shoot with. It really hurts your hand. The wood grip kind of hurts your hand too, but it's a different kind of hurt. It's a solid, substantial grip. And mainly it hurts your hand just because of the back strap being exposed. Anytime you shoot, 50, 100 rounds through a revolver with, an exposed back strap, you're going to have a little bit of a hurt hand. This is a grip that I got, my cousin actually got for it. I actually sold this gun to my cousin momentarily for about a year and then bought it back from him actually. But when it was in his possession, he bought this Packmeyer clamshell grip. And I don't carry with this ever because it's really grabby on clothing, but it's really nice for at the range. If you just want to, practice pulling and shooting, or, bang, bang, bang really fast or whatever. Any kind of just holster work, range work, this is a great grip. These are the grips that came with it, actually. This is a exposed open back strap too, but these don't hurt your hand. These actually, I carry with these quite a bit. These are the stock grips. I put some inlay on that to make it look like a medallion, but these are rubber, but they're not grabby like these ones or those ones. They don't grab on your clothing. So I'll carry these once in a while. Generally, though, that's why I roll with the wood grip, especially with no checkering. I prefer no checkering because, you go to bend over and stuff. It just doesn't catch your shirt on anything. It's just easier or whatever. But yeah, and I usually carry appendix style. Autos I usually carry at the 5 o'clock position, in the waistband. This gun I carry appendix style, and I love this Galco Super Tuck, or whatever the hell it's called. Not soft tuck, that's the DeSantis super tuck. Yeah, it's a tuckable holster, but this thing, man, is broken. It fits this thing like a glove, and you can just take it on and off. I mean, I'll take this thing out, take the gun in and out of my waistband a half a dozen, 8, 10 times a day, depending how busy my day is. I mean, as soon as I get in the car, the gun comes out and gets tucked in between the seat and the console. And then when I go to get out of the car, I'll throw it back in my waistband. But sometimes I'll carry this. This is more of a range holster. This is a Bianchi 105. But yeah, I mean, I'll carry this cross draw sometimes because I can get to it with my seatbelt, when I'm driving my car and whatnot. But generally, that's why I roll with this. But appendix carry, if you, if you do, put just a little bit of time and a little bit of effort in at the range, I mean, you can get really, really good at drawing that gun quick and getting that gun on target really fast. And of course, with any gun, I mean, the more you do, the more range work you do, more time you've got behind the trigger, the better you're going to become at it. The better you're going to be as a shooter. But, a lot of people, like I said, would say I'm crazy for carrying a gun like this, as a primary carry gun. But the longer you carry, the more you come to appreciate lighter and lighter and smaller guns. I mean, I've kind of got Hickok 45 syndrome too, where I'm just like really into small guns. I just like small compact guns, but that's just me. I also like full-size guns. I mean, I like tons of guns, so there's all kinds of stuff that's great out there. But for an everyday carry gun, something like a 642 airweight or the 637 hammered model, or then there's the 442 is just the blued version of this. Then they've got a shrouded hammer version. I think that's the 649 is the stainless model. But yeah, there's other options out there. The Ruger LCP and stuff, or Ruger LCR 38 and 357, and I think now they make that even in a 9mm, and then of course the 22 mag, and I think even 22. The LCR has a much nicer trigger. I mean, it's got a better trigger, but I just don't like plastic revolvers. I mean, when it comes to plastic and polymer, I mean, Glocks are kind of like my one exception. XDs are all right too. And there's some other guns. I think the Steyr M1A1 or whatever the hell it is. There's a Steyr line of guns now that are kind of just like really weird alien looking Glock type guns. But, polymer guns like that, like a tack pistol, that's one thing. But generally I prefer all steel, all metal at least. All metal at least. But, yeah, guys. Yeah, it's my everyday carry gun, part of my EDC system. So, yeah, Kaiser out.